just some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Tigers have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Handoff from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Trying to set up the screen. He breaks a tackle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. With the catch, it's Cooper. There he goes! Oh my goodness, he's still moving! He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? Fourth down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week
1. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. On the ground, it's Cobb. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Has to throw this off his back foot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Now with the first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's first and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option. option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Barker. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Looking for space. It's Beebe. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. They're working that left side. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Just a short pass to the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Hoosiers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
The give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab on the big throw. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. nice job slipping the screen behind him, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Turns it loose. All by himself. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on second and goal. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical. Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Grab near the marker, it's Beebe. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Wants to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. He makes the catch. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Love what they did there, putting a big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
Quarterback making adjustments. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
to the air on 2nd and 10. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense playing a bail technique. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. To kick off and start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. That Auburn offense onto the field again. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Sends the offense onto the field. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Black. Breaks the tackle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Got a man, it's Beebe. Open space at the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time, playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Get it out on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They try to pop a run on the draw. defensive tackle.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Inside the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Has to let this one go off his back foot.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The sure hands, it's Singleton. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They think there's room to run to the right here.
That's exactly the start you want with run offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of 1st downs. I need 2. I need 2 1st downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the draw. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Snap it to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Mendoza. Got his man on the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. Touchdown, Indiana! And the pummeling has started.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan State pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best, and that's a testament to those players there in East Lansing. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's taking a deep shot. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, they're after him. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.